today.
First pitch on its way. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Springer. Gone!
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And it's 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Hey, Dero, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners. But you start giving north, it makes it super tough on hitters.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 New York. Jonathan Loaizaga will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Loaizaga has a big arm and a good changeup to go along with it. He's from Nicaragua. That long line of pitchers that come from there. I believe Dennis Martinez is from Nicaragua. This guy is a good fastball, low to mid. '90s, but the changeup. Is his best pitch. But if he gets that changeup over early, he could make that 94, 95 look 97, 98.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Hayward going back on it, and this one will bounce into the wall.
He just squirts that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
And a heads-up play to get back to first, as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. Loizaga, just 24 years of age. He throws a four-seam fastball, a curve, a changeup, and a two-seam fastball. Now a curveball's in there, 1-2 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last three pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Throw back to first, and they double him up. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
2 out, nobody on. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for Houston. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. At the plate, Aaron Hicks. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The third baseman, Aaron Hicks.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. Cole, or the Cole train as he's frequently called. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Running hard, he's digging for second. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And the fastball is off his glove, and it gets away. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Hicks stands at second with no outs. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. They'll get it in quickly to the second baseman, so it's runners at the corners now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to...
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Comes set and the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one, he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Bounce it to the left side. And that's out number 1.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in Big League Baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk. And the force play is now in order. In the air to straightaway right, giving chase is Kemp. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising. Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And the mental lapse behind the plate will hurt him as the run will score. And boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first. The 3-0 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 1. Torres at second. Hayward on at first with 2 down. On a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Usually you see chases outside.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Here's Carlos Correa now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Hey, we're still in.
Hit high and deep is straightaway right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first down.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And my spotlight's going to shine down on Gleyber Torres. He mans the second base position unbelievably, but he can also offer his manager some versatility. The bat plays big time as well, and he has a strong arm.
Swung on and missed, 1-1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
A ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, called third strike as that catches the zone for out number 2. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He'd love to carry over some of the magic from last night. He was 5 for 5 in that ball game. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Robinson is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance. Justin Robinson 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Marisnik is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, Nino Reese. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he fouls this one off. One out, nobody on. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging,
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He'll get it into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field. And this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now as he lifts it in the air to right field. Waiting on it is Kemp. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially.
Down, he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it's gone as they add still another. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks.
Well, sometimes runs come in bunches, and that's definitely the case in this inning. That's 3, count them, 3 home runs in this frame alone. 4 for the game. Did someone throw a home run derby they didn't tell me about? Sure looks that way.
He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it. And
this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 8-0. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that the side is retired. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 8 and the Astros nothing. Here's George Springer. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
I watch what I say and take careful steps. Never needed a handout because we were very blessed. Never's not in our vocabulary. I don't have to check, but I never signed up and don't get paid to clean a man's mess. But it's no stress. I just move on, get this work done and get my groove on. Can't stop, but yet we higher than ever. Yes, sir, we fly on, we clever. I wish you would try to do better. I feel like being lazy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Line towards center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he is into third with a leadoff triple. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Now to the plate, Kyle Tucker. He went deep in the contest last night. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the first baseline. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Springer on third. Gurriel is at second with nobody out. On to first, and it's dropped. And that will almost certainly be ruled an error. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get one, if not both of them, home.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. Torres brings it in. Throw is dropped at first. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Man, I don't know how, but they've been booting the ball all over the yard, and they still haven't. sometimes you win despite your defense instead of because of it. But they can't keep doing this and expect to be successful.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop-up strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's now an 8-4 ball game.
Boy, that's one of the beauties of speed. That trail runner right there, D-Road. He's just too fast. They try to make a play at the plate, but they had no chance to get him because of his wheels.
Yeah, you got to put that one in your pocket right there and stop the hitter from advancing to second base and getting in scoring position. There was no chance at the plate.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Swing and a liner. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop. Digging in to try it again. Max Stassi 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
And Matty, it was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled this.
On to first, and it's dropped. Striding in for Houston, Aledmus Diaz. He's got a great opportunity here to get his club right back into the ball game with 3 men on. And that'll get over the wall, in fact, so 2 runs will score, but not the third.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. 1 hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
In now, George Springer, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Bird racing back, and that one is gone. Into the box, Yuli Gurriel. And he will flail at a fastball here to start things out. Not looking for that, apparently, and it's strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Two-strike bunt attempt here as this one's down. Torres is right there. Throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Digging in, Kyle Tucker. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Robinson is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single. Oh, and a bad decision there as they won't get him at third. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Striding into the box, Tony Kemp has got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And not in time as the run scores. Throw won't get him. The tag, and he is out at third, and with that, here's big Aaron Judge. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
The first baseman, number 12.
Here comes the first pitch.
Robinson.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Oh, and he misses it.
Wow, sometimes you just have to shake your head on plays like this. Looked like he was there in plenty of time, had a beat on it, but he must have just lost concentration for a split second, and the ball falls. Should have made that play, though.
Fouled off. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. 2 gone. Long throw to the plate. Throw down to third is thrown away right down the left field line. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. Throw back to first. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Astros manager A.J. Hinch between innings specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he's really pleased with how they've performed in run-scoring opportunities in this one. He said he's seen his hitters take it to another level with runners in scoring position today, which is reflected in their batting average in those situations. Over a 600 clip. Clearly, that's been a big part of the story of this game.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Let's play ball.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nino Reese. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. So just one away still as he gets on base after some poor defense following the strikeout.
The third baseman.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Springer is right there, 1 down. The tag, and he is out at second base. It's a double play.
The center fielder, number 33.
Stepping in, Greg Bird. He singled his last time up. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot that time for Greg Bird. Home run number 5 on the year, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. Here's the first pitch to him.
The second baseman.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Springer on the run. He's there to track it down, and that. So here's the Astros.
Leading for the Astros, the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros.
Ready now, Scotty Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the corner and slicing foul. Davinsky. It's pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Clint Frazier. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed? Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. Into the box now, Aaron Judge. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. 3 runs already home here. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1. Head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he will make it up to second as he advances on the throwing miscue. My goodness.
Now batting.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Springer is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. The tag at third, and they... Here's Jake.
Leading off the Astros. No fielder.
Here's Didi Gregorius starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Now that second base.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's a perfect 2 for 2. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And the run will score all the way from first.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup. And that's exactly...
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. Gone! In now, Scotty Hayward.
Now batting.
As he'll swing and send a chopper out to second.
Hayward.
And that's through for a hit. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Clint Frazier. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Ryan Presley answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Presley.
Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Oh, and he'll make it back to second, but that had danger written all over it. As a look, now the pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fouled away. Here's another 1-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Digging in now, Aaron Judge. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Popped him up. Chirinos has a play. Oh, and this drops in the infield. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb. But, hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
And this will bang up against the wall. as he arrives at second without a play, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Designated hitter, Nino.
Next will be the designated hitter, Nino Reese. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Last chance for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
21-17, the final in this contest. The Astros led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Garrett Cole takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Jonathan Loaizaga was slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching